Hello and welcome to Music Makers San Diego, where we shine the light on San Diego area songwriters and their music. I'm your host, Gary Lee. My guest today is Callie Taylor. Welcome, Callie.
Thank you for having me.
You live in Oceanside, don't you?
I do, yes.
Is that where you're from?
That is where I'm from. That is correct.
Born and raised in Oceanside, California.
Born in Fallbrook, raised in Oceanside.
Born in Fallbrook, okay.
Yes, born in Fallbrook in a little no-place hospital, and then by the age of 5, I was living in Oceanside, raised there my whole life, so.
What was it like growing up there in Oceanside?
Well, I guess you could say I grew up on the streets of Oceanside, and that was back before they did all the remodeling, so back when the hooligans were running the streets, so it's where I spent most of my times learning about life the hard way.
Out on the street, huh?
School hard knocks, that's correct.
What was your childhood like?
Oh, well, that's kind of a touchy subject. It wasn't easy. Definitely full of trials and tribulations, but you know what? I think that's what pushed me in the direction to express myself musically, so it was a bad situation turned to good, I guess.
Did your parents play much music in your home while you were growing up?
Oh, yeah. They love Bad Company, Led Zeppelin, Prince, Michael Jackson, Usher, just about any genre you could think of, and it really inspired me.
Anybody in your family, immediate or extended, that are musically inclined like you?
Actually, a lot of us. My brother Leon, he's a phenomenal drummer. He's an amazing guitar player, self-taught. He plays saxophone. He can sing. My brother Jesse, he plays a little bit of the guitar himself. My sister, she played the drums for me as a young kid, so everybody's a little musically inclined in my family. My mom and my dad both can sing and dance like nobody's business.
Really?
Yeah. So
anybody else do it professionally or semi-professionally?
No, but my dad's name is James Taylor, so I can always pretend. He looks like Chuck Norris and's got the name of James Taylor, so it's weird.
That's great. If I'm not mistaken, you started playing the guitar and singing at the age of 5, right?
That is correct.
How did all that come about?
My grandpa actually took me to the Carlsbad Village music store when I was a kid because I was harassing him. I wanted a 6-string. And he's like, all right, well, I'll get it for you, but you better learn how to play it. Because if you don't, you're going to have to pay it back for 2 bits working in the yard. And I said, okay, Grandpa. And he bought me that guitar. My grandma got me some books to go with it. Of course, I didn't bother to read those. I just heard what I liked and just found it on the fretboard and kept my word, learned how to play it, played by ear.
So you can't read music?
I can now, yeah.
Now you can?
Yeah, after working with some bands here and there, I discovered it'd probably be best to learn some music theory. That way I can actually understand what they're saying when they're saying, go to D7, or it helped. So.
And why the guitar? What was it about the guitar?
The look, the feel, the sound, it's almost like a part of my soul. We reverberate off of one another, so I can feel it and be able to express myself best through the guitar. I also play piano and dabble with drums, harmonica, trumpet, but this is my favorite.
Multi-instrumentalist.
Yes. A lot of time on my hands.
And one of the first songs that you learned to play on the guitar, from what I understand, was Achy Breaky Heart by Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yes, this is true.
Why that one?
You know, his music video had just come out on VH1 and MTV and CMT back then, and I loved his haircut. I loved his style.
His haircut.
Yeah, he had that mullet, you know.
Right.
What is it? Business in front, party in back. And the song was really catchy, and I was into the cowboy style. My dad was really into country music back then, too, so that probably was a huge influence.
Do you play it at gigs?
I do.
Do you really?
I have, the last gig I played was at the Switchboard, a.k.a. Canvas, and that was on the 23rd. As of right now, I have no upcoming shows. So.
But you do play Achy Breaky Heart from time to time?
I don't, actually.
Oh, you don't?
No, I haven't played that since 5 years old. We'll probably leave it there.
What were you listening to growing up?
Everything.
Outside of what you heard in the house with your parents.
I listened to a lot of Eminem growing up, personally, myself, once I was able to start buying my own CDs. Eminem, Tony Braxton. I really love Tony Braxton. Lauryn Hill, the Fugees. Michael Jackson. I know he's not very popular, but he's extremely talented. So,
definitely.
I love some Pink Floyd. I would say Led Zeppelin and Janis Joplin I became really obsessed with for a while.
I'm a huge, huge Janis Joplin.
She's amazing.
Fan. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I don't know if I say this much, but I actually started drinking Southern Comfort because of her.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's cool. Did you get yourself a little red bandana to go with it as well?
Yeah.
That's cool.
How much of an influence did those artists have on your current sound?
Extreme influence. Their soul and their passion and their variety of octaves that they can hit with the raspy sound, it was extremely influential because I do have that little raspy voice. So I looked up to them in that way just because they had that raspy rock, bluesy sound.
So those artists that you listened to growing up, has your taste in music changed much since then?
No, I'm very eclectic. I love all genres, and for the listeners, don't hate me, but except for polka and jazz.
Polka, huh?
No polka, no jazz. Everything else, I appreciate all forms.
Did you go to many concerts growing up?
Actually, no. The first concert I ever went to, I was about 12 years old. It was Bad Religion and Blink-182 and a couple other bands. I've been to Warped Tour one time back in 2003. Went to Ozfest, the last one that they did, which I think was 2006, somewhere around there. And the last concert I went to was the White Buffalo. And that's literally as many as I could count on my hand. That's how many I've been to, yeah.
Were your parents supportive of your decision to pursue music professionally?
Yes. Especially my father. Definitely supportive.
Have they been to any of your shows?
My mom has been to a couple. My dad has been to more than I can count. So,
that's nice.
Yeah, he's
that's
probably
cool.
my biggest supporter aside from my fiance.
You're going to play 3 of your original songs for us today. Tell us about the first one.
The first one is called Something Beautiful. So I don't really write music. I just pick up my guitar, and if I feel a song coming on, I'll just turn on my voice memo recorder on my phone, and I'll just start expressing myself. Mm-hmm. And so this song, Something Beautiful, is just one of many that's how it came about. I was kind of going through some relationship issues and wanted to express myself. And so this one's called Something Beautiful and pretty self-explanatory, I think.
All right.
Awesome. For something beautiful, something beautiful, for something beautiful. When I woke up today with you not in my bed, the echoing inside my mind all the terrible things we said. Well, I know that you're sorry, but sorry don't fix it. Yeah, especially after everything that we did. For something beautiful, for something beautiful, well, I saw your tears as they fell down your cheeks. You must have slept finally, 'cause I saw you in my dreams. Yeah, I know that we're sorry, but sorry won't fix it. Yeah, especially after everything that we did. For something beautiful, for something beautiful. Because it's not so pretty when it gets so real. I told you, 'cause you didn't hear me. And now we lost something beautiful. 'Cause when I woke up today, waking out in my bed, with the echoing of all the terrible things we said, we lost something beautiful.
Who are some of your favorite songwriters?
That's really hard.
Too
Pretty
many
much
to mention?
anyone that I listen to, I consider an amazing songwriter, but lyrically, I would have to say Robert Plant.
Really?
Yes, because if you actually listen to what he's saying, it's a lot of parables in there. So I like the mystery of what he's saying and how he delivers his stories. It kind of reminds me of like the Lord of the Rings type style, like what he's talking about.
Right.
So
right. I understand that you started playing music semi-professionally
yes.
at the age of 16. What are we talking about semi-professionally here?
Well, so I was kind of pushed by my friends, and one friend in particular, her dad really pushed me into the music scene, and he had some connections. So he took me to DML Studios. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but they used to be located in Escondido. I'm not sure if they're still up and running, but they had me recording and making demos and then going and performing. It used to be called Bub's Pub, but now it's called Peerview Pub. I would have to leave at a certain time after my performance because I wasn't even 21 yet, but that's kind of where it started. And I say semi-professionally because if you're going into a studio and you're being recorded, you kind of go in that direction.
Yeah. Were you doing any other gigs or just that one place?
I started going everywhere, any open mic that they had. E Street Cafe in Encinitas, they had a lot of open mics, so I went there. Twigs Cafe, I performed there a few times. Jumping Turtle, I started playing there, and those were becoming paid gigs. Actually, I had to sell tickets for those. And that was
still when you were around 16, 17 years old?
Yeah, that was up until about 18. I did all that.
So when did you decide to go all in with your music and take it to the next level?
2018. I went through a divorce, and I kind of just looked at myself one day in the mirror and said, okay, well, you did the married thing. You've already done the bills thing. You've done the 3 jobs. You've done the paid the car notes. You've done the work your ass off. Pardon my language. What does Callie want to do? And I just decided, well, it's time to commit back to my music and start pursuing that. And I've been at it ever since.
So it's time to do you.
Time to do me. Yeah.
Were you ever into poetry or journaling? Yes,
actually. I grew up writing a lot of poetry. I didn't realize it was poetry at the time. It was just me simply journaling. But I did turn some of my poetry into original songs.
Did you?
Yes. I didn't have any of those planned to perform today, but I do have them on YouTube, and they're really old.
That's what I was going to ask you. Were the poems from when you were a lot younger?
Yes, my teenage years.
And then you turned them into song?
Yes.
Did you turn them into song back then or just
back
recently?
Then, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nowadays, I think I've actually written one song, which I'll be performing for you next. That's the Change Anything. But other than that, I usually just have to go back, listen to my voice memos, and write down the lyrics afterwards. And that's how I compose.
You were in a couple of bands prior to doing your solo thing.
Yes.
How many years were you doing that?
Not very long at all. I'll admit I kind of self-sabotage a lot just because I get nervous, and I do better as a solo artist. So I didn't stick with the bands very long.
So if you had the choice,
solo,
band or solo, it would definitely be solo, huh?
Solo, yeah.
100%.
Definitely.
What do you like about the solo aspect?
Freedom, creative freedom, and I don't have the pressure of trying to be part of a bigger piece. Mm-hmm. There's nobody else to let down aside from myself if I fail solo. You know what I mean? It's more the responsibility aspect of, I don't know. I'm weird, I guess.
Nobody else to please or answer to. Huh?
Exactly, right. It's just me
right.
that I have to answer to and take accountability for at the end of the day.
Are you listening to Music Makers San Diego? I'm talking with Callie Taylor today. What's the next song you're going to perform for us?
This one's called Change Anything. taking a rocky trip. Many times I've fallen from the slip. Gained and had and lost it all, and there's one thing I would change. It'd be me, you, till you feel nights, restless hearts. It'd be me, you, rebuilding that trust we tore apart. It'd be making wrong things right, and baby, no more lonely nights. Oh, oh. I fell hard for the girl. Yeah, she became my whole world. Saw all our red flags and guess it should have deterred me. If I could change anything, it'd be me, you, till you feel nights and them restless hearts. It'd be me, you, rebuilding that trust we tore apart. It'd be making wrong things right, and baby, no more lonely nights. If I could change anything, if I can change anything, it'd be me, you, till you feel nights and restless hearts. It'd be me, you, rebuilding that trust we tore apart. And it'd be making wrong things right, baby, no more lonely nights. If I could change anything.
Do you remember when you wrote your first song? How old you were?
I was 8.
8 years old.
8 years old, yep. And I took off my closet doors and I put my keyboard in there. My grandma had given me an old tape recorder and an old pair of headphones. And back then you could use the headphones as a microphone. So I would put the headphones kind of backwards on my face and record that way. And I recorded at 8 years old on a tape deck. Just some random song I wrote.
Do you remember what the song was?
I have no idea. And I've asked, my brother actually has the cassette, my brother Leon, but he won't give it to me. So that song is gone.
How many songs do you think you've written since you started?
More than I can count. Thousands. And most people have never even heard even a percentage of what I actually have. I do a lot of covers when I perform, so I keep the gold to myself. There's that self-sabotaging thing I was talking about earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you really don't, your songwriting process, you really don't have one?
Don't really have one. It's, some people when they're going through stuff or whatever, they go to the gym, they jog it out, they write it out, they whatever. Me, I grab my guitar and I just start strumming if I happen to come up with a composition that I like, whether it's in timing or not, it doesn't matter. If it inspires me to start opening up and journaling vocally, that's just how it's done.
Do you find a certain time of the day that you're more creative and productive?
Nope, just whenever the muse hits me. Whenever I grab the guitar, and it could be any time of day, I could wake up in the middle of the night and just decide, well, I feel inspired. Let's pick up the guitar and write something. I've written one at 5:30 in the morning before, just waking up and having something in my head and turning on a voice memo and doing my thing.
Do the ideas come to you easily and often?
It's like I don't think about it. I don't premeditate it much. It's just I don't really know how else to explain it.
You're a spontaneous songwriter, off-the-cuff songwriter.
Yeah, I guess a freestyler. I'm not really a writer. I just, whatever I spitball.
And it's all done right then and there.
Right then and there.
No going back to it.
I only go back to it if I like it enough to actually turn it into something I'm going to perform publicly. So I'll go back and listen to the voice memo recording, change some lyrics if I decide that they don't fit, or if I mumbled or whatever, I'll go back and fix it. But that's about it.
So you have all these raw recordings.
Oh, yeah. My voice memos are just thousands. I have years and years and years of just recordings.
And the only time you go back and tweak it is when you want to make it a song. Something you want to perform live.
That's right.
What do you consider the most challenging part of your songwriting process?
The fact that I don't have one. That I have to wait for the muse to just come out of nowhere. Otherwise, if I try to force myself, it just doesn't happen. It's got to be all raw and natural flow.
How important is it that your songs resonate with your listeners?
Pretty important because, I guess if I'm performing them, I guess I kind of want them to resonate with them. And I don't really care if they blow up or not. I just want others to know, hey, man, if you're feeling this way, you're definitely not the only one. And I'll be the one ballsy enough to not only share it, but have something to where somebody else can listen to the song and maybe just feel a little bit better or help them understand, like, okay, this is a normal part of a relationship or a breakup or life, and just not feel so crazy on their own, if that makes any sense.
Oh, lots of sense.
Awesome.
Yes. Tell us about the third song.
This third song is called Moonshine. And I was inspired. I was sitting down in the Harbor Free parking lot one day after working all day, and I'd found these cool little shots of moonshine. And I was sapping on one, and I thought, man, this is great. I was sitting on the bed of my truck, just strumming my guitar, and I literally just started playing and singing about moonshine. And I happened to be recording at the time. So that one I went back and definitely made sure to recreate into a real song. So this is called Moonshine. Well, I'm sitting here to myself, what am I doing here? Well, I grab another bottle, dash and make it clear. Well, I don't like to admit it, but rather drink away every memory of you I can. Oh, 'cause I don't like to be alone, but then again, when I surround myself with individuals not my friend, then I realize I'd rather be laying in my bed, take another bottle of moonshine to the head. La ba da da da, la da da da. Oh, me, yeah, my moonshine, my best friend. Hey, la ba da ba da, whoa, do 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 do. Oh, moonshine, you are my best friend. Well, you'll be waking up often these days. You're feeling so complacent 'cause you won't convey what it is inside your head that you wanna say. So I might as well just drink you all away. Oh, 'cause I would rather be alone by myself until I realize that I am trapped inside a mental cell. Won't somebody bring me the key? Won't someone set me free? Oh, moonshine, would you be there for me? La na na na, la ba da da da, la ba da ba da. Oh, me, yeah, my moonshine, my best friend. Hey, la ba da ba da, oh, do 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 do. Oh, moonshine, you are my best friend. Ooh.
You like working as a solo artist.
I do.
So I would venture to say then, co-writing is something that you would not consider?
I have done it before, and I don't really care for it.
Yeah.
No. I'm not a ghostwriter, and, I think that if you're going to be in the music game, you better have raw talent, you better know what you're doing, and you better be doing it on your own, because if you're stealing from others, or if you're needing someone to write for you, or if you're writing for another band and you're not going to be with that band, I guess the point is, like, if you can't do it on your own, or if you have to write for someone else or someone else has to write for you, just stop. Please. No offense. All due respect.
Where do you see yourself and your music 5 years from now?
Well, now, being as though I'm taking this seriously, I see myself in a nice, cozy countryside, simple little home that I've paid for with my royalties. I don't want the fame. I just want comfortability, and I want to do my music. I don't even care if I play in bars for the rest of my life, because it's just something I do. I'll go busk on a corner for the rest of my life. As long as I'm doing what I love, I get to express myself and live simply and comfortably.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. And to bring a little joy to other people's life in the process, it would just be a bonus.
What can we expect musically from Callie Taylor in the near future?
I don't know. You let me know, because it's all sporadic and spontaneous to me. So once I know, everybody else will know too.
So you don't have any plans for releasing an album, EP, or singles anytime soon?
If I get enough people that want to hear it, I'll release it. I actually do have some songs released now. I have, it's called Demon in a Bodysuit, Baby Blues. I've got quite a few released on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and you can even find Demon in a Bodysuit on TikTok. So I've released some, but I haven't been all gun-ho on it just because, I don't have the biggest fan base. So,
well, hopefully we can get a bigger fan base out of this, because I enjoyed listening to you.
Wow, thank you.
How can people find out more about you and find out where you're playing?
You could go to Reverb Nation. That's where I'm at right now. Reverb Nation / Callie Taylor Music. You can sign up there. You could join my mailing list. I will start posting my shows and pretty much what I'm doing on there from now on. And I used to have a website, but I got rid of that thing. So just Reverb Nation at the moment, or you can find me on Instagram, Callie Taylor Music, or Facebook, Callie Taylor Music, YouTube, Callie Taylor Music. But to keep up with shows and anything else, I recommend Reverb Nation.
All right, Callie, thanks so much for being on the show. It was a pleasure meeting you
Gary.
and having you as a guest.
Pleasure being here. Thank you for having me.
As I mentioned, I enjoyed your music.
Thank you. I enjoyed playing for you, and this is a lovely little studio you got here. So
hopefully I'll catch a show of yours out and about sometime soon.
That'd be great.
That does it for another episode of Music Makers San Diego, where we shine the light on San Diego area songwriters and their music. Until next time, I'm Gary Lee. Have a good one.